Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline. Everybody has this light in them. It's called life. And if they're allowed, everybody can shine. My name is Evan Johns. I live at the Skyline Terrace Apartments, and I think the place is wonderful. The name of my band, which I started in 1979, I named it Evan Johns and the H-Bombs for no other reason than bombs rhymes with Johns, and a little ring to it. I was the next big thing for years, even over a decade. Free booze was in my contract, you know. Catches up with you. It sure did with me. Always the same problem, booze. You know, the rock and roll lifestyle. I had alcoholic hepatitis, and you get delirious, and I fell down. I just, boom, right on my hip and broke it. Old shoes in my corner. If you could talk, you'd tell where we have walked. And I found out that I have this degenerative joint disease and certified as permanently disabled. What do? You know, where do you go? I don't have a family. You know, they're all long gone. I was at the end of my ropes. I was out of rope. Found out about Skyline Terrace and the Foundation Communities, and 6 months later I moved in. It's been a long time coming, but now I'm home. Foundation Communities is home. I have no idea myself what would have became of me. All I needed was a little help, and there's so much here to be thankful for, that you rise up in this awareness of my life is not over. The services that are provided with the advocates are really, really something. It makes this place a people place. Some of the things from Health and Human Services, letters, you know, or Social Security, you gotta have somebody in the know help you navigate. All you have to do is go down, talk to them, explain your problem, and it gets solved. My cat, Maybelline, is actually a service animal. She's a thrill. Another thing I'm thankful for, I'm allowed to have her. I have a little band here called the Skyline Trio, and we play downstairs when they have the dinners, and I still make people happy, because we're pretty good, and aim to please. You know, there's good folks everywhere, but we got a ton of them. A lot of the residents here, this is the best place they've ever lived. I think it's wonderful to know that there is such a thing as Foundation Communities, and it saves people. It's like this spirit of man is alive and well right here at Skyline Terrace. We're only as big as our hearts, and everybody serves a purpose, and they don't know it unless they're given the opportunity. Foundation Communities gives the folks this chance to discover who they are, and that the light is still bright. Oh, shoot. I love you.
What I thought my life would always be was I'm going to graduate high school, get my college degree, meet my husband, we would have a family and move on. But based on the course of my life, it was very different from what I came to know to be. My early childhood is such a struggle. I was raised by a single mother. My dad was involved, but not really, as much as he could be as an alcoholic. Always been a struggle, moving from state to state and one home to another, living with different people. Not much of stability at all. My mom going from one relationship to another. There were times when there were abusive boyfriends. One monumental point, I remember this man yelling and screaming at her and hearing these fumbling or booming noises against the wall on the floor, just knocking over furniture. And I ran to call the police. And once they came to the house, my mom darts out of the room ahead of me and she tells them everything is okay, which just floored me. All I wanted to do was get out. So once I met this man who was about 6 years older than me, it was a way of escape. Immediately after I graduated, moved in with him. We eventually got married and had my 3 children. Then life hit again. He got on drugs, substance abuser, big time. The turning point came when I found this pawn shop receipt, and he pawned my engagement ring for $10. So that just showed me the value of what we were to him. He was just gone to me. At that point, I didn't know what to do but to leave. So we ended up in the shelter, and that's also when I discovered I was pregnant with Kaina, my youngest. Kaina was premature. She was about 3-4 months early. It was a struggle. I actually started with after-school care with the school district, and then subbing during the day, which would make full-time income. But then here we are, we've already lost our apartment. And from the so many occurrences of evictions, we also ended up in another shelter. And from there, still working and just building, I heard about Foundation Communities. And then eventually we moved into M Station here. I love to come home, both of us do. Even when we're out at the store or just out somewhere in the community, we just want to come home because it's our home and our comfort zone. It's just somewhere we'd like to be and stay. Yeah, it's home. My older kids call it the New York apartment because it is gorgeous, but that really wasn't what mattered. It was the services that are offered through Foundation Communities. The biggest of all, the Learning Center, that was a support system for me with Kaina, especially during the summer months for camps, and also after school care where they help with homework and offer dinner. Just knowing that she has somewhere to go that's safe. The teachers are awesome. And I'm still thinking, wow, this is all free. It's actually free. And the best thing that I found out later was it was community-based, not just for residents here, but they offered it for the community. I'm ready to go into financial coaching, which will help me with my budgeting or to learn to budget. It's all here in one place. Being able to actually go to college and have a support system, that just restored that within me that I can do and I will do what I once thought of back in junior high and high school, what I could be. It stirred me up again. We've moved around so much in my life, even in my childhood. Here now in my own home, that's what I aim to make it. A place of serenity, calm, definitely peace and comfort. I would just have to say thank you. I'm still trying to grasp it. So it went from nothing pretty much all my life to now all this. And how do you grasp that?